Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy, Henry Heck, back at it again with another video. And today I just wanted to touch on a discussion that, I had a conversation with a homie in the DMs and something that's been permeating throughout the Discord and just overall, gaming community in general. And it is the thought that gaming is dead and the games industry is dying, to which I just do not agree with, and I could not, I do not agree with, and I could not disagree with more strongly. We are getting a plethora of games, a plethora of different variations of games. Um, I'm playing Signy right now, if that's how you pronounce it, Guns Are Blazing, which is a traditional type of twin stick arcade style ship based bullet hell shooter. you know New. It's not something that's old and that's presented in the old kind of pixel based art style. It's like a new rendition, them stepping to the forefront and elevating the style, elevating the genre. And it's fun. It's fun. It's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult than all get out, as some folk would say. You know, but this month alone, we getting a game like this. We getting a multiplayer like Concord. We getting a single player action kind of linear style. I don't want to say Souls like, but Souls like inside Black Myth Wukong this month alone. Then moving forward on into the rest of the year, we getting Metaphor, we getting other JRPGs, we getting Space Marine 2, which will have a campaign, PvE, and PvP, which I'm here for. And a bunch of the homies inside of the Playgrounds Discord server is excited about this. Excited. But if you jump on X, the sentiment coming from gamers on there is it's dead out here. It's finished. You got different prominent games industry commentators putting out certain images for the industry is dying, and stop it. It's fear mongering and it's nonsense. It's nonsense. People want to present that everybody is chasing games as a service. Not true. Everybody is not chasing games as a service, because if that were true, then that's all we would be getting. We wouldn't be getting these multiplayer games. We wouldn't be getting these resurgence of older games like Toomba. You understand? Lollipop Chainsaw, Chainsaw Lollipop, however you pronounce it. We wouldn't be getting these other games coming back into the forefront. We just would. It's a lot of people out here who are pushing quote unquote doom and gloom, which is what it is, doom and gloom, because it's just not true. Now, if that's an area you want to focus on, developers not making the style of game that you want, your favorite developer not showing up yet this gen, then just say that specifically. Don't sit up here and try to paint the game industry. The game industry is huge. It ain't never been no bigger. I mean, it's never been more bigger. It's bigger than music, bigger than movies, bigger than TV. Well, I'm not sure if it's bigger than TV, but it's bigger than, music, movies, and all that. This is a huge industry. Tons of money coming throughout this industry. And just because they making mistakes here, there, not everywhere, don't mean you can just sit up here and say, oh, the game industry is dying. It's dying. Like, what are you talking about? If you feel like gaming is dead, that's a you issue. If you feel like the industry is dying, that's a you issue. You can go on PlayStation YouTube channel right now. It's a whole host of different variety and genres of games on that YouTube channel. And this is one game platform YouTube channel. There's tons of YouTubers out here who have top 25 games coming this year, top 15, top 30, top 100 games coming this year, top JRPGs coming this year, top action games coming this year, top shooters coming this year. Tons of them. If you want to paint it, the industry in a negative light, it's just you trying to push a narrative, in my opinion, because that's how I look. I used to only play multiplayer games for many years, and that's all I wanted to play. That's all I wanted to play. But here recently, through the tail end of last gen and throughout this gen, I've just started playing other stuff. It's tons of indies coming out that's piquing my interest that I'm checking out and I'm enjoying. You know, it's tons of them. I used to not, you couldn't catch me in a Soulsborne game, a Souls-like game. You couldn't catch me. You weren't there. You weren't there. And I've checked out multitudes of those. You wouldn't have caught me in no game that just difficult and punishing for no other reason, just to say, hey, I beat this. You weren't there. Yet I'm in there. I am. You know, Animal Well, checking that out. A lot of folks, I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot of folks, because a lot of folks do like it. Some folks don't care for it. I checked it out, enjoyed it. I'm getting deeper and deeper ingrained in checking out some JRPG, Tribes of Cold Steel, Neo the World Ends With You. That's what I'm working on right now. Long game. I'm trying to, you know, there's some things I don't like about it. There's a lot of things I do like about it. You just got to get out there and try. You got to get out there and participate. You can't just sit on the sideline and complain about the game going on. If you want to do that, then we're going to just brand you as a spectator, and your opinion count as a spectator, because you're not participating. You're not participating. You can't sit up here and blame live service, games as a service as, oh, this is why the industry and the state can stop it. Because most people ain't making games as a service. Most people aren't. You got a couple key components who producing those style of games, but that's not everybody. Games as a service ruin. Meanwhile, we getting Black Myth Wukong. Meanwhile, we got Lies of P. Meanwhile, we got Stellar Blade. Meanwhile, we got Final Fantasy Rebirth. Games as a service is they are not like, it's the world isn't conforming to that type of lifestyle, that type of mentality. The gaming world, I mean, they're not conforming to that. Everybody's not producing that. You even got Naughty Dog, to which I'm annoyed by the whole situation with Factions 2, but they seen what they had to put in order to continue to build this game and support it, and they said, nah, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We just gonna throw this away, even though it's a whole waste of time, whole waste of developer resources, whole waste of money, whole waste of consumer confidence. We just gonna throw it away. A lot of folks like say, oh well, Bungie didn't tell them to cancel it. They chose to cancel it on their own. And that's another thing I want to touch on, man, is Bungie's situation. A lot of folks want to sit up here and say PlayStation wasted money. Bad buy. They can't even maintain their own game. Why are people going to them for advice and making their own live service? And people want to say, well, Helldivers ain't doing too well right now. They having an issue over there. They having a player retention issue over there. They having a an issue captivating the player over there. They seem to think by nerfing, they're gonna make other things over there more enticing. That's not the case. That is not the case. They having issues over there. So let's look at the issue. Bungie created a franchise that stood the test of time amidst all other kind of people trying to come along and claim a game or present a game as a Destiny kill. We've seen them come and go. Only people who seemed to kill Destiny was the developer themselves. That does not invalidate the success in what they created. That does not invalidate the developers there who know how to build levels. The developers over there who know how to construct a gunplay, who know how to write characters, who know how to, design the world. Did some awesome world building over there at Bungie. Folks will overlook all of that and just look at the right now because, they're having studio issues and they done spent way more money than they should have spent and they can't maintain. Oh, it's a bad buy. How is it a bad buy? You got Destiny IP, which is powerful. And if you don't think Sony can turn that around, I don't know what you smoke. They got developers who they paid to retain, like I said, who are excellent at world building, excellent at gunplay, excellent at world design, world building, excellent at level design, excellent at character writing. The folk they got over there can construct the game. You gotta think, bro. Folks been talking about Destiny for eons. This ain't a new IP that just got 2,000 players on Steam. No, no, no. Destiny at its worst is still doing a lot better than a lot of these other games that just came out recently. Was it a bad buy? No, I don't think so. I firmly believe that Sony PlayStation can turn this IP around. I firmly believe that they can properly lead these brothers and sisters over there who are building these games into a better direction. Because the main issue over there ain't building a bad game. The main issue over there is them bleeding money. They spending too much money. That's the issue. I don't know what they got going on over there, but Totoki don't look over there. Host don't look over there. And a lot of people want to paint the narrative that Bungie lied to Sony, they misled. Ain't no way you gonna, if the purchase this big, ain't no way you gonna be able to mislead. You're not finna sit up here and tell me that Bungie was able to finesse Sony PlayStation and mislead them about their true financial situations. Ain't no way. That's nonsense. I don't know. The folk who out here telling you this, stop it. It's just not true. With the amount of money Sony PlayStation got at its disposal, with the lawyers, etc., ain't no way. Now, was it high risk? We can have that conversation. Yes, it was high risk, of course. But it's a cost to benefit, cost to return. They said, you know what, hey, it's a high risk, but at the very least, if stuff goes sour, we get all this in return. And then you had Bungie who had incentives to say, hey, we can, if we do our very best, we get to retain some independence. And of course they thought they were gonna be able to pull it off. Did not. Oh well. It is what it is. Unfortunately, some folk got sent to the house, unfortunately. But sometimes that's just how, in the way of the world, sometimes that's just how it goes. It just, you know, nothing to be done about that. But for the folks that's there, for the folks that got repurposed into a new studio, for the folks that's still working on Marathon, for the folks that still, they trying to figure out what's going on, they still got the opportunity to prove their worth. They still got the opportunity, you know, to see what Sony PlayStation can, you know, use them for. But to think that it's a bad buy and Destiny was a waste and it's over, foolishness. Absolute foolishness. Ain't no way they gonna let this IP go to waste. They can spend this IP in the movies, shows. Look into the lore. Look at all the various heroic guardians you can create spin-off material with. You can create a K6 show. You can create a K6 spin-off game. First person, single player narrative. Who do those the best? Sony PlayStation. Bungie got the know-how to first person. They can do it. It ain't like you got Machine Games over here doing the Indiana Jones. This is within the realm of what they do. They absolutely could create a first person K6 game. And it ain't even got to be that huge. They can create a 10-12 hour campaign going throughout the journey from when he was awoken, when his ghost found him. You can do that with Cage. You can do that with Akora. You can do that with Zavala. You can go back and visit Saint 14. Go throughout his journey. It's so many iconic Guardians who you can go back and create single player experiences off of. It's not even funny. It's not even funny what you can go on and create. So, oh, it's a bad. If you don't like Destiny, cool. If you don't like Bungie, cool. If you don't like Sony PlayStation, cool.
Where I need to be.
But a bad buy, this is not it. This is not it. Even at their worst right now, they created one of the most highly rated DLCs we've seen thus far. Thus far. You know, and I'm not gonna drag this out too much longer. That's all I got for you right now. I just wanted to come back, make a quick little video. Not even a quick little video, but make a video touching on a couple of things that I was seeing permeating throughout the timeline. You know, I'm gone. Fucking shit.